Okay, look. If we're gonna be dungeon crawling together, at least tell me your name. You can call me Mrpierso.
You may call me Demorace. What are those hideous creatures?
Oh, those are Antikins, beastmen of the desert. They are right assholes. Hope you know how to use that sword.
Well, hey everybody. Welcome back for more Final Fantasy XI. I sincerely apologize for the wait on this latest episode. I had intended to get this up quite a bit sooner. Life, unfortunately, kind of happened. Things got a little busy. And we were also having some issues with our internet as well, too, sadly enough. I'll stun this guy before he floods the entire tunnel. So we're here now. For those of you who tuned into the last episode, we had a nice little roleplay skit explaining this Elvaan character who's with us now. And we are here redoing Mission 8-1, The Chains That Bind Us for Bastok. Since, unfortunately, the last time we tried to do it, which was months and months ago, the recorder unfortunately goofed up and we lost that footage. So for those of you tuning in for the first time or didn't see the last episode, Demorace is kind of a do-over character for us, and we're redoing the mission on her since we can't redo it on Mrpierso, just to ensure that we actually get it in the series. So we'll just cut through a few Antikins here, and I'm going to make sure I got Majesty up for them AoE cures. Oh, and I'm silenced. I ain't curing shit. I can, however, do a little Swiftblade. They can't take that away from me unless I'm paralyzed or asleep. Okay, took that guy out. Let's head over to this guy. I really haven't had a lot of chance to play around on Demorace too much, so I'm very rusty on all things Red Mage. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting some time to play as her and learn the ropes of Red Mage a little bit, play around on that job. But yeah, I'm very excited to be back. I've been wanting to get back and get this episode done. As I mentioned in the last episode, I've got tons of FF11 footage already recorded for most of the Zillart, so this is basically just coming back and quickly patching up this recording issue that we had, and then moving on to footage that I've long since recorded. Get this guy off at Demorace here. We were pretty consistent about getting episodes up there for most of our runs so far, and then that recorder issue happened. So it'll be nice to get this done. I've got one more Zillart mission that unfortunately I just was not having good luck with my recorder. We have one Zillart mission coming up in the nearest future where we're going to have to redo it on Demorace as well. Other than that, I'm hoping we won't have to do too many of these do-over things, but it is nice having a do-over character just in case, you know, the recorder shits the bed. But yeah, no, with the wait, again, sorry about that. I did just switch to a new tower a little while ago, which runs like a dream. I absolutely love it, but it's just been getting everything set up, my recorder and my editing software, and you know, getting like my macros saved to the server and loaded up on here, which is wonderful that Square Enix threw that option in and I didn't have to do all my macros over again. Sorry, just looking at the guide here super quick. We are headed to H8 to a weight detection door. And as much as I love my fights, I'm really looking forward to getting this fixed and done. So I'm gonna have Demorace cast Sneak. We got a few fights in, so I'm satisfied with that. And we'll be getting more in when we go to do the actual mission fight here. So not that I'm here to bombard you with excuses, but a couple of things that kind of were holding us up with the whole getting back in the game here. So getting my new computer all set up, that's been really fantastic. Just getting that set up. One big hiccup, well, it could have been a big hiccup, was I had an 8 terabyte hard drive, an external. It took a bad bump, fell off of my new computer tower. Is kind of shaped a little funny, and it's not the best for stacking stuff on top of it. So I had an 8 terabyte external hard drive that I had been planning to use as my main hard drive for all my recordings and stuff. And that unfortunately took a bump and stopped working. Thankfully, I had been planning to start using that as my main hard drive, but I hadn't started primarily using it yet. So really didn't lose anything important, thankfully. So what I went ahead and did is I actually ordered an internal 8 terabyte hard drive, which I'm now using for all of my recordings. I still have my old external, which is like a 4 terabyte one, as my backup. I like having an internal HD just because I know it's shielded and protected inside of my CPU, and that just gives me comfort knowing that that's in there, and also knowing that I have a backup on one of my externals. What I might end up actually doing is getting an additional 8 terabyte hard drive and putting that in my old tower, and then having that as my backup, and then I don't have to use externals anymore. I've had so many bad experiences with external hard drives. Like, they take one bump and they're pretty well done, unfortunately. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Okay, so I've been yakking the whole time we've been coming through here. So this particular area here is where we need to do the fight, but obviously, like, we have to go up to the statue, click it, 3 notorious monsters will spawn. Now, we definitely don't want these guys in the room, so we're going to go ahead and clear the room very quickly. When I did do this fight in the footage that ended up getting corrupted, we were level 70, and I had Ragecat with me. We ended up having to use our 2-hour ability, or I guess the 1-hour abilities now. And, yeah, it was kind of a close call fight. I was pretty disappointed when it goofed up on the editor there, but what can you do? So let's just clear the riffraff out of here. So for this particular fight, we are going to be facing off against 3 Antiquans. One's a black mage, one's a paladin, one's a warrior, and it's recommended you kill them in that order. So this was kind of a close call fight when we did it before. So let's see how it turns out now. And hopefully no footage mishaps this time. I gotta get Demorace to click it because she's the one who's technically doing the mission. You sent something evil. Well, that's never good. Okay, I'm gonna have Mrpierso evoke the black mage. We're gonna throw up a Banishka. And a Sentinel, just to get hate on Mrpierso. We've got Majesty up already. Let's throw up some Cure 4 love. And I'm going to have Demorace move over to the Black Mage here. There we go. Bit of a sloppy start, but let's just get her done. Alright. Yeah, I'm really excited to be doing this. Nervous, because I keep having those thoughts of, well, what if the recorder screws up for this one? But let's just hope that don't happen. Okay, and Antiquans are typically weak to wind, so I'm going to have... I was going to have Demorace cast some spells, but we're silenced, so she ain't doing shit. Oh, crap. Well, I think I might have Mrpierso throw up Invincible here, because I can't heal. Okay, one down. Oh, I do have some potions, though. I normally make a practice of carrying Echo Drops, but I think I ran out, and I haven't made a run to the store, so poo on me for not being prepared. Throw up Defender here, too. Only got 20 seconds left of silence. And it looks like Demorace's silence wore off, so she can help out with heals. Now, Centurio, he is the warrior. So we're killing them a little out of order from what the guide suggests, but oh well. So the other thing that happened recently that kind of made it take a little bit longer for me to get back on and get this done was we were having some issues with our internet, which were making, because this whole doing this over on Demorace was due to a recorder screw up. I didn't want to have like the internet crash while we were playing. Basically what happened was we have cable internet, and in the building that we're in, where the cable, coax cable or whatever they call it, hooks up, when we signed up for our new internet provider, because the one we were in before hooked up through the phone line, we didn't realize that the people who prepped the suite for us, we've been living in our current building for about 1.5 years now, they actually covered the old, like the port where the cable cord goes in with paint. Some of it got into the connector. So like our internet worked, but it didn't work as good as it was supposed to. So when it worked fantastic. But unfortunately what would happen, especially as of late, is we just have these odd times where our service would just keep cutting in and out, and I didn't want to take that chance with recording our, my beloved FF11 series. So we had a tech guy come out earlier this week. He looked at it, got us a new connector. We're all good on that front. Perfect. Okay, well, all the NMs are down, so we're just basically just fighting the trash Antikins again. And I don't think that one even... Oh, is he jumping in? Oh, yeah, they're jumping in. So we'll get rid of these trash guys here. This is definitely going a lot better than the fight that we had last time when I did this with Ragecat. Although I gotta get used to playing with a whole other character now, because with Mrpierso and Ragecat, I feel like they kind of have like a certain rhythm, whereas with Demorace and Mrpierso, I haven't really found that rhythm yet, so... There we go. Do your thing and tank, Mrpierso. Take the abuse. Circle Blade always helps with keeping some hate. There we go. And the best part is, when this footage got screwed up, I discovered right after this fight it was screwed up. So the cutscene that comes after this is from months ago. I already have that recorded. So I won't have to worry about having the recorder on for that. Oh, I got gravity. That's why I'm walking so slow. We beat them. Yada, yada, yada. Touch the question mark again to get a cutscene. Okay, so I'll have Demorace do that, but we'll be using the cutscene that I had from months ago, so you'll be seeing it through Mr. Mrpierso's eyes as was intended. Okay, so since it's been like 6 months since I actually recorded this, or maybe longer, I can't remember, I forgot that we actually have to go to a different entrance of the Quicksand Caves and go to another question spot, as is typical in FF11 run and fetch fashion. So we're just going to run back out to the desert and we'll touch base at that other entrance. So as you can see on the map, we are in the bottom southwest corner. We're about to go through a secret cave off the map to get to the point of Quicksand Caves that we need to go to. So we're in the Delta 11 area right now. Now it's been a little while since I took this route, but I think we just need to go down this way and around. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we just have to go down this way and go through a tunnel if I remember correctly. I can't remember if we've actually been through this area on camera. Memory's a little hazy on that, what with our recent hiatus and such. But I think this is the way we gotta go. Maybe not. Oh, good, I can get up these steps. You never know with that FF11 Vanity all-terrain. Sometimes something as easy as like a bigger than usual step is a no-no for passing over it. And yet sometimes the game will allow you to literally jump off a cliff too, so yeah, it's rather inconsistent. Okay, so we're back in another part of the Quicksand Caves. We're in Juliet 11. I've got sneak up on both Mrpierso and Demorace. We're going to want to follow the right wall the entire way to Kilo 8, where we'll come to another weighted door, which will require the lodestone. What a handy little gadget. And as is often the case with dual boxing, I got to make sure that poor Demorace doesn't get stuck to a wall or anything. Okay, yeah, that's not far at all. These guys are about the same, yeah, they're about the same level that we were encountering in the last stretch of Quicksand Caves that we were in. Okay, so just down this hall, another left up here, and then we'll be at the door that we need. Since I have done this mission already, obviously not recorded because the recorder crashed, this next part's pretty cool with some of the stuff that you see on the walls and such, like the murals and all that. It's really cool. Okay, so we're going through. All these guys detect by sound, thankfully. Okay, now let's just make sure we're going the right way from here. Weighted door, go east, go through that door and continue to follow the caves. Both the left and the right path lead to the next door. We'll get to another weighted door at Gulf 8. And that should get us to where we need to be. So, since they both lead to the same place, let's just pick a direction and go. Okay, here's our door up here. So this is where we're at on the map. Really excited to get this done and get this issue fixed. Getting Demorace caught up as a do-over character was a lot of work, but definitely worth it. Especially if we have future problems. Okay, go to the door. Here we go. This is where we gotta be. Okay, so I'm gonna have Demorace go up and click on the question mark, since she's technically doing the mission. And I will have Mrpierso's cutscene in there, so for the sake of story and lore, enjoy the cutscene.
Ancient letters are carved here, but you are unable to read them. Because you didn't go to college. This mural softly whispers the history of Altepa. This may appear to be ancient ruins, but these buildings were used up until a mere 3 generations ago. One force battles another, a situation necessary in any country's history, and as you may have already guessed, there were 2 forces in Altepa as well. The Galka mistakenly disturbed the Antika, who lived deep beneath Vanadiel. In the early stages of their battles, the Galka used their strength to gain the upper hand. However, it was not strength that decided the outcome of this conflict. The Antika, with their amazing reproductive ability, simply outnumbered the Galka. When a Galka senses his death, he sets out on a journey to climb a high mountain and await his final moments. There, guided by a magnificent light, he gains a new body, and with that body, climbs down from the mountain. However, no one has ever seen this miracle take place. It may just be simple folklore. All we Galka see is one of our brothers setting off on a journey, then less than a year later, a new Galka child arrives in our camps. If they carry something with them from their previous life, they may be given their old name. But other than that, no reborn Galka have any recollection of their former selves. That is, all except one every generation. That one we call the Talekeeper. After proving he truly holds 200 years of memories, he is then appointed new leader of the Galka. Tradition binds this keeper of memories to his new position, and it is this tradition that Galka have blindly followed for generations. This tradition is a great burden for those who must bear it. As you may already know, not one Talekeeper has ever lived long enough to set out on his journey of rebirth. One suffered from the fear that one day he would lose hundreds of years of memories. Another could not handle the responsibility heaped upon him and disappeared. never to be seen again. And one felt the anger of our race multiply within his heart until he could no longer control it, and finally became the Shadow Lord. The Galka need not be chained to this destiny. However, I feel the only one that can break these chains is the Tailkeeper. The new Tailkeeper will soon come forth of his own will. He will know when the time is right. Tell Iron Eater to look after him when that time comes. Only at that time will I finally be released from the responsibilities that bind me. And at that time, we Galka must swallow our pride and face the Humes, as I must face my old comrade Volker.
The disturbance to the Veil. I sense it no longer. Things are as they should be, for now.
Well, bully for that. What about Ragecat?
Return to the place where the abnormality took place. She will exist in this world again, with no memory of the event.
Then that's exactly where I'm headed. Oh, Demorace, before I forget, I never did say thank you? The hell? Never mind, I gotta go find Ragecat. Okay, if memory serves me correctly, she disappeared right around...
Where the hell did you get off to without saying anything? This is your nation mission. Why are you screwing around?
Oh yeah, about that. Urgent message from the President's office via link pearl. The mission has been called off, and I'm pending, reassignment. That's why I had to step away.
Uh-huh, your link pearl actually gets service in the cesspool of a cave?
Well, that's Bastok after all. Innovative leaders in the technology of tomorrow.
Well, if it means less sand in my boots, I guess that's a win. Let's get out of here.
Babe, wait, before we go, there's...
What is it now?
Look, I just want to say that I really appreciate you, and I'm really glad that you're here with me, and the thought of ever losing you and not having you with me is just...
What's gotten into you? You know I'm not going anywhere if I can help it.
Look, I'm just trying to tell you what's on my heart, okay?
I'm glad we're together too. Really, I am. You know that.
Okay, well, let's get going then. Despite this mission getting called off, President Karst will probably still want some form of a report.
What was that all about?